A while back, Retro Break, another YouTuber, did a video with a version of this anthology book. I think they had the 3D one. I didn't really want to pay that much for the 3D one because you can only get these on eBay now. I guess they were part of like a crowdfunding or something. But I got this one for like 89 bucks. It's really cool. And I thought, oh, I need this since I'm doing this third channel now. And I'm going to do like all my Game Boy stuff. Well, I guess I do have a 3D one here. There was some weird one that he had that was special. Like gold or I don't know. But it's a wonderful book. You know, it just talks about the Game Boy. It talks about all the Game Boy games that were, you know, officially licensed and stuff. And it's just got a complete library of all of that. And then it talks about the hardware. And it also goes into the Virtual Boy and the history and stuff there. And then, you know, covers of things. And here's all the Kickstarter backers that kickstarted this. But it kind of just goes through the history. And I just thought, you know, if I'm going to do a Game Boy channel just to document my Game Boy collection, mostly for myself, and to kind of justify my hobby, then I thought I'd pick this book up. And it's wonderful. Like, I can't wait to sit down and just give it a read. I literally just took the cellophane off because it came yesterday. But you kind of get the idea. Like, how cool is this? This would have been the neatest thing to me when I was a kid, or even in my teenage years when like the Advance and the Advance SP were out, because I could have just sat here and been like, oh, that game looks so cool. Obviously there's websites and stuff that do this now, but they kind of come and go, and you just, this thing is amazing. If you like Game Boys, if you like Game Boy games, try to find a copy of this for sale. It's just so cool. Let's see here. Let's find a game I know real quick. I used to play a lot of Kirby's Pinball. So it should be this next page. Bear with me. This is great YouTube content right here. There we go. Kirby's Pinball Land. In Kirby's Pinball Land, there are 3 multi-story boards with intermediate screens that allow the player to gauge the direction of the ball. Well, Kirby in this case. In addition to the normal boards available, there are some bonus sequences and even boss fights. Cute and well-made with intuitive controls and a decent amount of content, this is one of the prime pinball titles to play on Nintendo's Portable. It was re-released in 1996 as part of the Player's Choice lineup in North America. I 100% agree with that. I love this game. Like, I'll still play it. I had all kinds of titles for the Game Boy, and I bet I played this one the most because I could fire it up in the car when we would drive places, and in a half hour, you know, I could have a half hour of fun and then be mad that we were at our destination and I had to stop playing. It's just such a fun game. Like, oh, this book is going to be great because I'm going to discover all kinds of games that I never even knew existed, which is going to stink for my bank account. But, you know, just so cool. And then here's another reason I kind of wanted it. It just kind of shows you all of the hardware that was out there. And like, got it. What I don't have is that and that, but I do have the green one. It came yesterday. So I need to get the Game Boy Bros. Blue and white. That's going for like $700-800. I have not seen a white for sale yet since I started looking. But then like all these advertising promotion ones, you know, some of these will be next to impossible to find and some are going to be ridiculously expensive. But like, this gives me something to just look at and be like, oh, I really want that one. Or, oh, I want these 3 before I want that one. And same with the pockets. You know, I've got almost all of these now. Of these ones anyway. But then there's all these limited edition pockets. Like, here's a Hello Kitty. I've got one of these. The Tamagotchi Pink. I have one of these. I didn't know what it was until literally right now. I just thought it was pink. So it's the Tamagotchi Pink one. Glad I know that because I was going to harvest the screen to put in one of my Hello Kitties. Now I'll leave it in that. And then I'll just have one of my Hello Kitties that doesn't work. So I have the gold Game Boy Light. I don't have the silver. Then there's these light limited editions, which I did not know existed. And are probably going to be a pain to find. So they're low on my priority. But then you have these advertising promotional ones, and I'm just like, It's just, I don't know. It's so cool. It is so cool. And then it just goes into all this and yada yada and talks about accessories and peripherals and goes into the Virtual Boy, which I really loved. I would rent the Virtual Boy every weekend that my parents would let me, and I would just play it so much. Yes, I would get headaches, but yeah, it was a design flaw, right? Anyway, this is the Anthology Virtual and Game Boy book. I think I read that in the right order. It's done by Geeks-Line. This is the gold edition. Check it out. Really cool if you're into this stuff. It's going to sit on my shelf here in the living room, and whenever I need to reference it, bam! I don't have to go scouring the internet for this information. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you know of anything else like this, please let me know. I know there's a book like this for Mario, for Super Mario. It kind of covers some of the other consoles, but anything like this, let me know in the comments, because stuff like this just makes me nerd out, as you can tell. I will see you in the next video.